Hello, and yikes, what a year 5780 has been. It started off slow, but over the past 6 months, it really flew by, if you get my drift. Yes, I guess we've had better years, but the silver lining to this COVID cloud is that as the Jewish community, you, have once again shown that when faced with adversity, we come together in support of each other, in support of our friends, our neighbors, even in support of our strangers. And at this special time on the calendar, rather than borch and complain about having to have family meals on Zoom, for the first time ever, federations from all across our great country have come together to ring in Rosh Hashanah as one. We don't just want to celebrate a new year, we want to celebrate you, the people who make up our communities from coast to coast, and do so in a modern, virtual, digital format. So what we've done is we've put together a majestic show, an insanely great show, one that's twice as much fun as Yisker and about half as long as the Kol Nidre service. This show features everything to lift your spirits. We have kids and bubbies saying the darndest things, as well as moving reflections from Holocaust survivors. We have special celebrity guest appearances, and we even have unique musical performances. Unfortunately, it's me singing the Kol Nidre service. By the way, I'm your host, Andy Nolman, doing this from his home. The organizers have said that they consider me doing this a mitzvah, but I told them, oh, please, don't consider it a mitzvah. Consider it a donation, and a sizable one, please. All right, so while I wait for my generous tax receipt, let's get this party started with a look back at the past few months and a look ahead to 5781. So, are you ready? I said, are you ready? I can't hear you. Well, of course I can't hear you. I'm at home, and this is pre-recorded. Just testing. Anyway, here we go.
At first, when COVID started hitting the world, there was tremendous uncertainty.
We were very suddenly thrust into a whole new reality.
We've had to cut back staff, we've had to cut back programs, but we're trying to pivot and we're trying to adapt to the situation.
We started getting urgent calls from community members who in the past had actually called us to make donations, but this time they were looking for food.
It's Passover coming up, and we're going to get everybody what they need from Federation.
Most people that I meet are struggling one way or another. And if they're not struggling financially, they're struggling emotionally.
Personal protective equipment is essential during a pandemic, and Federation was so helpful in raising money for PPE during this time.
If I could just play a small part and help, then that's what I'm doing here today.
We started gardens all over the city, growing vegetables for our kosher food bank.
I've been doing a PJ Library story time. I've pre-record them, and children can then read them anytime, and some children have been reading them before bed.
It provided us a very big challenge in finding ways to keep businesses open and being innovative.
The pandemic shows the true necessity of having Federation.
Helping the agencies and the organizations reopen strong, reopen in a new environment, and do it in a collaborative and a helpful manner with each other so we can come out of this strong as we've ever been and even stronger going forward.
We really are feeling the love.
Thank you, Federation!
This is what Federation is all about. This is about taking care of the collective, and this is about community at its core.
It's a most challenging time, but I think the community realizes how critical a role Federation plays, because this is when you need a Federation.
There's no question that the strength of a collective gift has been proven throughout this pandemic, but it has given the federations across North America an opportunity to really show what we can do and what we do and why we exist.
Hello and welcome to the first ever virtual Canadian Rosh Hashanah. We are the campaign chairs from the 11 Jewish federations around the country, and we are so happy to see you here.
This show is being hosted by Jewish Federations of Canada, UIA, which represents all 11 Canadian federations and serves independent communities from coast to coast.
In just a few days, on September 18th, the Jewish community will welcome in the year 5781.
Every year at this time, we come together to reflect on the year that was and look ahead to the new year.
This year, unfortunately, many of us can't gather in our homes and our shuls. The COVID-19 pandemic has kept us physically apart.
But spiritually and emotionally, it has brought many of us closer together than ever. And it hasn't stopped us from gathering today as a national Jewish community.
Isn't this beautiful? From east to west, we gather online to ring in the Jewish New Year together.
This pandemic has been unprecedented for all of us and has hit our communities hard.
This is why we have Jewish federations. We are here whenever and wherever the community needs us.
This year is the first time that a crisis has hit so close to home.
Right now, our urgent priority is to raise money to help those who need it the most.
We're providing support to people in our neighborhoods who have lost jobs, livelihoods, and even loved ones.
Because of you, because of your compassion, your generosity, your community spirit, Federation is able to help those who are suffering.
You're reaching out to neighbors through calling trees to make sure they're okay.
You're delivering groceries to those that can't go out.
You're doing crisis intervention for those in distress.
When we are needed most by our community, Jewish federations are ready and able to respond right away.
Thanks to you, our volunteers and donors, and so today we celebrate you.
We can only do what we do for community because of your continuous support and your constant focus on tzedakah and performing acts of loving kindness.
Our world may forever be changed because of COVID-19, but as we look ahead, 5781 is sure to be a year full of promise, a new beginning, an opportunity to take what we learned and bring it forward to tomorrow.
Together, we will continue our work to strengthen the Canadian Jewish community and create a brighter future for our children and grandchildren. Our Canadian Jewish community is resilient. We are adaptable, and we are stronger together.
With your continued generosity and compassion, we will get through this. We have an amazing show for you tonight. Enjoy. Shana Tova.
Hey Canada, it's Zach Hyman. I want to wish everyone a Shana Tova and a happy and healthy new year. I know this past year has been tough, but our community has stuck together like it always has, and I want to wish a special thank you to our frontline workers and to all the donors who have helped support our community in making this year a little easier than it could have been. So thank you, Shana Tova, and all the best in the new year.
Hi, I'm Henry.
Hi, I'm Lynn Oliver. I'm Henry's writing partner.
And we wish you the sweetest, happiest, and healthiest new year ever in the universe.
Happy Rosh Hashanah, Lashana Tova, and we hope that all your apples are dipped in honey this year.
And when we say healthy, it has never meant so much as right this second.
Absolutely. Love to all the Jewish communities in Canada.
Lashana Tova.
Hello, Shalom. I'm Dr. Ruth K. Westheimer. I wish all of you a Shana Tova. Don't forget to eat apple with honey and make sure that you are good to each other, and we are all going to survive these difficult days. Shana Tova, kol tuv lekulchem, v'letraot. Bye-bye.
Well, wasn't that something? So many federations. I didn't even know there were Jewish people in half these cities. Go figure. And holy geez, Dr. Ruth and Henry Winkler, two showbiz icons of my youth. Together, they sound just like a plaque on the Bima. Torah scroll generously donated by Dr. Ruth and Henry Winkler. And also together, they remind me of an old joke. Here we go. What's the difference between the Fawns and Dr. Ruth? Well, one goes, "Hey," and the other goes, "Oi." All right, perhaps not the world's best joke, but considering what you're paying to watch this, you're getting your money's worth. And speaking of which, you'll get even more money's worth in this next segment, which is filled with cute kids and their Rosh Hashanah reflections, as well as adorable bubbies and their favorite holiday recipes. Sit back and kvel.
What is Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh Hashanah is like Chinese New Year, but for the Jews.
Rosh Hashanah is the Jews' New Year. So it's like New Year's for Jews.
When we eat matzah.
Rosh Hashanah это еврейский Новый год.
It's the beginning of the Jewish year.
It's a Jewish holiday, which means the head of the year, and we dip honeys in apple.
What year are we in the Jewish calendar?
1627! 2020 in English, I do not know Hebrew. I don't know. 716? We have no idea. 10,006? 5524. 5781.
Why do we dip apples in honey?
To have a sweet new year.
That's right.
Because it makes us have a sweet new year. Yay! New year! Pour avoir to make it a sweet new year? Because it is sweet like a new year? Like the sweet new year?
Why do we blow the shofar?
Because it's Shabbat. What doesn't call to signify the new year.
We blow the shofar because it's a wake-up call for the Jewish people.
And what's your wish for this new year?
To stay safe from COVID and hope my family will not get sick.
My wish for the new year is that coronavirus will be over and I can finally visit my grandparents again.
Мое желание на Новый год это чтобы коронавирус ушел и чтобы моя семья была здорова.
A happy year and a really nice year. To have COVID-19 end and go see my friends. For everybody to be happy and kind to each other. Shana Tova Umanetuka. Shana Tova.
My favorite holiday is Rosh Hashanah.
It's a new year for all the Jewish people in the world.
I think about tradition, and I think about what is passed from one generation to the other.
Me as a bubbie, my role as Rosh Hashanah is just to gather the family and have a warm and wonderful celebration.
Not everybody is a bubbie, as they say in Toronto or Montreal, but in Western Canada, many of us are babas.
Rosh Hashanah also means good food, because everybody comes to me for good supper.
Everybody's eating the same thing year after year. For them, it's coming back and knowing that, for example, potato knishes are going to be here.
We've also cut up a lot of carrots, and we called it the tzimmes.
Tzimmes in Yiddish means a great to do about nothing, because there's a lot of potsky. And Marin means carrots, to multiply. It means we should all multiply and have a sweet year.
But I make a lot of knedels, and I don't know if everybody knows what knedels are, but they're knedlach, they're matzah balls. Hang on, wait there. But if I put it down, can you see?
Yep, beautiful.
Can you see the carrots?
The dish that my family look forward to on Rosh Hashanah is my mother's meatballs. They're sweet, and it means a sweet year, and everybody should have a wonderful time.
We make the bracha on either the head of the fish or the head of the lamb.
These are my potato knishes. They're made by hand. I make about 1,600 or 1,700 of them once a year. For Rosh Hashanah specifically.
My challah recipe makes 3 loaves, so I've taken a third of it and rolled it out into a rectangle. Then cover it with little pieces of apple that you've mixed with a little bit of lemon juice so it won't go dark, and cinnamon sugar.
Apples and prune plums and raisins, and it's in a circle. It looks like a fleugel, only it's a kugel.
Wishing everybody very, very happy and healthy Rosh Hashanah in these very trying times.
Everybody should be healthy and have again a happy and sweet Rosh Hashanah.
And we should be finished with this virus so we can all get out.
Rosh Hashanah, we say we wish you Shana Tova Umetuka.
Hi everybody, Jeannie Becker here, wishing you all a Shana Tova. And here's to a very healthy, sweet, and stylish year ahead.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Yid Life Crisis coming at you from Montreal. Just wanted to wish you all the very best for the Chagim, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur. Coming right at you here. Yeah, he's coming at you a little bit too close there, Zoe. So I'm just kidding. Sei gesund, everyone. A good Jahr, a this Jahr, a schöne Jahr, und a gebenchte Jahr. Amen, ve amen.
You know, given my history at Just for Laughs in Montreal, one of the kids in the previous segment sent me a Jewish joke to share with you. Here it goes. What do you call a miniature Jewish prayer book? What do you call a miniature Jewish prayer book? A babysitter. A babysitter. Hey, he's 10 years old. Chill out. Cut him some slack. There's a lot more joy and fun coming up, but for now, let's dial things down a little bit and get serious. A new year is special for all of us, but perhaps even more special for our next guests. So please take some time to concentrate and contemplate the meaning of these heartfelt messages from our honored group of Holocaust survivors.
Rosh Hashanah means to me a new beginning for a better life, a better world, and a new start.
It's a new year. There's a hope. Hope the next year is going to be the peace.
Rosh Hashanah, it's a soul searching.
I'm in pain when it comes to Rosh Hashanah. It's still, I was the only one left from the family.
For me, it's a time of reflection and communication.
And we feel that we have another chance to do better.
The biggest thing for me at Rosh Hashanah is being with the family. But this year, this is not in the books.
I love my family. That's the only thing, you know, my grandchildren, and I have great grandchildren.
Technology is really offering us a lot of substitutes and conveniences and makes it easier for us to bear that isolation.
Listen to good music. Like me, I like classical music and operas. So I listen to music and you forget the world.
Try to stay positive. Try to stay involved by maybe go for a walk with a friend.
I do what I can do. I go for a walk for an hour every day. I do stretches and I do other things.
I would like to think that in Canada, at least, that people have learned something from this COVID thing, how fragile life is.
It's hard, but at the same time, it could be worse, you know?
It's hard time now, but good time will come.
One of the things that help keep positive is we know that everything passes eventually.
You need to be very focused today. You cannot give up. Never, ever can you give up.
I think that Jewish people are very, very hopeful people. And I think that's given us, it's really helped us enormously.
Change the things you can change and accept the ones you can't.
Stay positive. The time will come and we all will be happy again.
We should all be healthy and there should be peace and peace in Israel.
So Rosh Hashanah for me means hope. Hope for a peace, hope for love.
Shana Tova u'Metuka, Chazak ve'amatz, and let us all be united behind the organizations and communities that we have.
Dear friends, Shana Tova, Chag Sameach. It's a very special Chag this year, celebrating our Chagim at the time of Corona. This invisible enemy that we are trying to defeat. And in these times of struggle against Corona, we are in fact getting two messages at the same time. One is about the importance of our home. My home is my fortress. About the importance of our family, of community which is supporting you. And the second message is that there are wars which we can win only together. Dear friends, today we continue our struggle against rising anti-Semitism and now in the struggle for strengthening our people against assimilation. In this struggle, our solidarity is very important. In this struggle, Jewish Federations of Canada are playing a very important role. Thank you for your solidarity. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being such good comrades in arms in our struggles together. Chag Sameach, Shana Tova.
I'm Amy Rosen, cookbook author, and I want to wish you all a Shana Tova.
While this Rosh Hashanah might be different from last year's, doesn't mean it can't still be sweet and delicious.
Shalom tribe, Ethan Zahn here, winner of Survivor Africa, and I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy and sweet new year. L'Shana Tova.
You know, one of the benefits of this virtual Rosh Hashanah is that there's no Kol Nidre appeal to deal with. Okay, so you may have dodged that bullet, but you cannot escape the traditional speech from the president, or from many of them. So here are some Happy New Year greetings from CEOs and presidents from across the country, as well as a special message from Michael Frankel, Chair of Jewish Federations of Canada, UIA. And how you follow a star-studded lineup like that? Only one way, and let me try and put this politely, with our country's top blowers. So get ready for the Miles Davises of the Ram's Horn, from sea to sea, Canada's Sultans of Shofar. But first.
Last year at Rosh Hashanah, none of us could have predicted what this year would bring. I couldn't be prouder of how Canada's Jewish community, from coast to coast, without exception, has risen to the challenge.
It is during this time that we come together as a united Jewish community, and we remind ourselves of the hope, the tikva, that has kept us together as a people for generations.
During these uncertain times, nothing is more certain than the power of community.
So thanks to all of you for your support of the work that federations do.
We would like to wish you all a Shana Tova Umetucha. We're stronger together, stronger than ever.
I would like to wish you a Shana Tova Umetucha.
Wishing you all a sweet, happy, and healthy new year.
From our board and staff team to all of Jewish Calgary, and from Jewish Calgary to all of our friends and peers across Canada, we wish you Shana Tova Umetucha.
On behalf of the Winnipeg community, I'd like to wish all of you across Canada a happy, healthy, sweet new year.
On behalf of everyone here at UJ Federation in Toronto, Shana Tova.
During these troubled times, now more than ever, my wish for you is health, happiness, and a sweet new year.
I wanted to wish all of you, our extended Jewish Canadian family, a Shana Tova Umetucha.
Thank you to everyone across our Canadian Jewish community for all you do, and a healthy and happy Shana Tova to each and every one of you.
I wanted to wish everyone from coast to coast across Canada a very happy and healthy 5781. I hope this year brings us all tremendous joy and happiness and a lot of good health. Wishing you all a Shana Tova Umetucha.
If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out to your local federation. They are there for you. At this time of the year, we ask that you please consider supporting your local federation. This year, in these extraordinary times, it matters more than ever. From all of the federations and communities across Canada, Shana Tova V'Mituka. We wish you and your families a very happy new year, filled with health and happiness.
Oh, hi there. I'm just practicing for Rosh Hashanah.
This is Orly Goodman. She is 9 years old, and this is one of her many God-given talents. Tekiah!
Shevarim.
Trua.
Tekiah Gedola.
Well, if that doesn't ring in a new year filled with apples and honey, I don't know what will. And now we embark on perhaps the greatest challenge that faces us all this year, getting our parents or grandparents to set up Zoom for the festive family meal. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the donors who make the work of federations across the country possible. As we wish we could all be gathering in our communities right now, we are grateful to have been able to come together for this. I look forward to seeing you at my next virtual event, the online basement-based indoor celebration of Sukkot. Check your inboxes. May this be a healthy year, and here's to next year in, well, anywhere but online. Shana Tova to you all.